Hello guys, I'm Ansel, welcome back. Today we're going to discuss The Man of Steel, number 4. First, I'm going to talk about two things that I have mentioned on my previous videos on this series. Number 1, Bendis really knows how to design panels for action scenes involving Superman. That this has been shown since the preview on DC Nation number 0 and has consistently appeared on each issue on the miniseries so far, and this one is not the exception. I really love and enjoy how Bendis is designing these fights. I love these fights. It's the kind of fight that I really like to see, and it feels really, let's say, like dynamic, really alive. I mean, the action feels alive in these places. That's the way I will describe it. So it's always fun to see them, to let's say read them. Number 2, Rogol Saha is a damn great strategist. We get to know more about his skills in this issue, but not directly from him, and I think this has been a little clever on Bendis' part because we are getting to know this by Clark. I mean, through Clark, through his perception of what is going on, through his analysis of what Raul Saar is trying to do. So it's like we're discovering how great of a strategist and a fighter this guy is at the same time that Clark is finding out. And I really enjoy that. I really like when a story synchronizes its readers and or watchers to what the protagonist is experiencing. And on that regard, I mean, the action is awesome, and there are a lot of punches and flying around and that stuff and smashing things. But it is nice to see Clark trying to approach things from a different perspective with a different kind of a strategy. Because I mean, he even, there is one part where he emulates Batman, and the way he describes it is really funny. So is Superman fighting a big muscle guy that punches a lot, but that is really smart by not only punching back, but also thinking smartly back at the bad guy. So that is well appreciated. I mean, it's a good change of pace when you have two big, strong guys that are fighting, but you make the fight not only be about the punches. And we finally get to know what happened at the end of issue number 1. We finally get to know the details about the mystery visitor that it seems to be the reason Lois and John are not present. But I have to say something. It doesn't really make sense with what we saw in the Oz effect. So, it is, I don't know, something has been reckoned here, or Bendis just didn't read the Oz effect. And that will be actually not a surprise, because back on Marvel, Bendis was a little famous sometimes among the readers for not checking continuity, for not checking other books out to know to see if what his story was preparing actually makes sense or actually connected well with what other writers were doing. So this feels like that particular scene of Bendis appearing again. So it is either that or something is being reckoned here, because at least with what we have seen so far about this reveal, this appearance of a certain character, going by the reactions of Clark and his family, it doesn't make sense with the Oz effect. So I want an explanation on that. I hope I get an explanation on that sooner rather than later. And also, speaking of Bendis' scenes, the famous, sometimes infamous, Bendis dialogue also makes a brief appearance. Also, regarding this mysterious character and the reveal of the cliffhanger of issue number 1, and that also felt a little out of place, but it was funny anyway. I mean, I'm already used to Bendis' dialogue when it is on the small doses. I just hope it is maintained that way. Same way that back on issue, I think it was number 2, was number one, but I don't remember right now. But the thing is, we had a Batman cameo, and now we had a Hal Jordan cameo. So if Bendis will be doing this regularly, that he will be making other superheroes appear from time to time, I will enjoy it because the dialogue he writes for these special appearances are really fun. So I'm on board with that if he is planning something similar. So the issue ends with a detail that actually goes against what I was talking previously, because the appearance of the mystery character that resolved the cliffhanger of issue number one doesn't really make sense with some continuity that we have been having recently. But what Clark does by the end of this issue actually connects very well to the continuity we were getting a few years ago. So it's like Bendis approved some continuity for one part of the story, but didn't approve the continuity for another part. So this makes me feel like what is actually happening is more towards something being reckoned. I repeat, I hope we get some answers on this soon. But the thing is, was really surprising. At least on my part, I wasn't expected to see Clark doing this at the end of the video, but it was great. I mean, I was like, hell yeah! So I'm really looking forward to see how that gets resolved. So awesome issue, awesome issue. Just because of a few flaws, I'm gonna give it 4 Bendis and a half out of 5. This is great. This is a great continuation. Only 2 issues left. So let's see how this ends. Comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking of this so far. Click the like button if you like, I don't know, the action, the action instruction on these files. And thank you guys a lot for watching. And I guess I'll see you next time.